Haiti borders with the Dominican.
Her name is Serena Buffalino. They call her Mrs. B, and her class always begins with a pledge.
Something local, something global. Haiti.
They're words that carry weight here. Helping yourself means helping others, giving back, here and a world away in Haiti.
And nobody's helping them, except for people like us.
It was through her the class learned of Haiti, of the nearly 1 million orphans, many with no school, no support, no Mrs. B in their lives.
They could not wrap their head around that.
Mrs. B's students are among Toronto's most at risk. Their challenges vary from emotional and behavioral difficulties to learning disabilities. Their trauma is so severe they can't function in a regular school setting, and we aren't allowed to show most of their classmates.
For most of the kids, most of society has turned them away. And in this classroom, they're accepted. They're accepted no matter what for who they are.
Take Yolanda. She came here last year so burdened and withdrawn, she would often fall silent, sometimes for days on end. It was, she says, Mrs. B's patience, her quiet encouragement, that saved her.
She actually saves people's lives from dangers.
And perhaps that's why these marginalized kids feel such a kinship with the orphans of Haiti, and why they were moved to act.
And so when Yolanda and Jackie and Patrick said, well, Miss B, we need to build them a school.
Build a school, no easy task. They started out raising money. They sold samosas, washed cars, screened movies, you name it. And in just a few months, this little class raised $20,000. So much, it's not just a one-room schoolhouse they can build, but a full 3-story school. And so Mrs. B set off on a journey she'd dreamed of, up into the dusty mountains above Port-au-Prince to a town called Canaan. It's home to thousands of earthquake refugees who live with no running water, no electricity, and no school, until now. The first step was a temporary school. It's up and running. 53 students already in uniform. The permanent school for 250 is growing from its foundations.
It makes me want to cry because she just makes me feel so awed, and I'm very proud of her.
All of this because of a handful of students back in Canada and Mrs. B, the teacher who believed in them.
These are for you.
At another fundraiser, a special tribute to the students, accepted by someone who, without Mrs. B, might not be here.
They believe in me and I believe in them, and together we not only change our lives, but we change the world around us.
For inspiring great things and seeing the potential in everyone, Serena Buffalino is this week's Everyday Hero.
This is the reason why I do what I do, is because of Yolanda and all the
good morning, and good morning. Hopefully you can see me and hear me because, we always got, no matter what, you got to do a tech check. So how is everybody this wonderful, amazing, incredible Friday? Welcome to the Diamond Factor Experience Show with Barbara Beckley and guests and experts, as I always say, because what do I always say? It takes a team to build an empire. Well, today I have to say this is a very special show. And usually on Fridays, I bring guests or I go back into I call the Diamond Mine interview, interview book, book of interviews. Let's just say it like that. And I bring, some of the interviews that I've done in the past, and bring them to the stage, into this virtual stage, this wonderful stage that I have, and show the Lady Diamonds. But today I put it to the side because we are celebrating. Yes, I am celebrating. We are celebrating. This whole network, Diamond Factor Experience show, is celebrating 1 year anniversary, one whole year. And you see, I'm moving this around because, as you can see, I have some flowers here. I don't know if you can. I don't want to shy me out, but I want you to see the flowers. This is flowers that I received yesterday, and from a very wonderful friend and partner, business partner, Miss LaWanna Bradford. She sent me flowers yesterday for today to celebrate my 1 year anniversary with the Diamond Factor Experience Show. And I came on yesterday. I know I was all giddy and everything. I was like, oh my God, you got to come and celebrate with me. So hopefully, if you're not looking at the reel, like the live, you'll be looking at the replay. And before I even start, I just want to say thank you for your support. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for just believing in me. I was looking, before I came on, I was looking for a particular picture that I wanted to put up to kind of give you the reason why I even started this journey. And boy, I'm sitting here thinking about this and I'm getting emotional. Yeah, I wanted to kind of give you just a little intake of where I started from when I first started this show. I still can't believe it's been 1 year now since the Diamond Factor show's been on. It wasn't even going to be honest with you, I was contemplating, I was back and forth in my mind to even start a show, period. And one of the reasons, because I always tell myself, whatever I do, whatever I'm dealing with, if it's my own business or if I'm collaborating with somebody else or what have you, there always needs to be a purpose for it. And there always needs to come value out of it. And I told myself, I don't want to be putting on, because this is the time when I was seeing everybody putting on, podcasts and shows and everything. And last year, and I was like, okay, do I want to put on a show because everybody else is putting on a show? Excuse me. Or do I want to put on a show because I really want to make a difference and I really want to create an impact? Well, I want to be vulnerable, as I always say, I won't tell it. There was a little bit of me saying, well, they actually put on a show because everybody else put on a show. And I said that. I technically said that. And I was like, ooh. And now at the beginning, I was like, whatever. But then after I started thinking about the breakdown of how the show was going to be, that thought process left. Because now it got to the meat and the core of who I am. And I'm always talking about what I call the PPD, your purpose, your passion, and your drive. And I said, how can I be that, person out there saying, understand your purpose, understand your passion, understand your drive in life, do what you feel like is. And then I'm sitting here just doing something because other people are doing it. No, No, that was not going to fly within what I was doing. So it took me a while to say, okay, maybe I need to back. Maybe I shouldn't even do this, because if that was the purpose of it all, then I shouldn't be starting the show. That shouldn't even be happening. I need to just put that to the side, keep doing what I'm doing with my business and stuff. And then, eventually if it comes back around that I want to start a show, then I'll start a show. But this time, it will be the right reasons. And I sat back and I said, Barbara, what is the one thing that you're always talking about when you're talking to anybody about what you do, period? And I said, I want to make sure that each and every person understands their value and understand that whoever they are, their uniqueness is awesome and amazing, and that they have this right here, and don't let anybody disturb that. That is their platform. And I told myself, I said, okay, well, if that's your purpose, to make sure that people are being visible, and you don't want anybody to feel like they didn't have any value, and they do have value, then what's the problem in starting a show that you was thinking about a year ago? So that changed my compass of what I was thinking about the first time when I wanted to start the Diamond Factor Experience show with Barbara Beckley and guests and experts. And I told myself, I said, this is going to be a platform for three main reasons. First, I wanted to make sure I was motivating people, either myself or anybody that came on this platform. We need to continuously encourage each other and support each other in this world. That was the first thing. The second thing I wanted to make sure is I wanted to make sure that I was educating. Now, my dad, God rest his soul, he was an educator. He had 2 bachelor's degrees, not just one, but two. And he encouraged me over and over and over and over again that I needed to make sure that I got my education. My mother did too, but that was a whole nother story. We're not going to talk about her. She's Sergeant Beckley, so we're going to leave her to the side for a minute. He was the one that said, Barbara, I want you to go to school, do what you have to do. My mother's like, yes, you better do it or else. And we know what the or else is if some people are old school. But between both synergies, my mother and my dad, I will give them both equal credit right now. They taught me that, knowledge is the key. And we all know that saying, we always says knowledge is power. It is. If you don't have anything else, if you have that knowledge and you understand how to write, how to read, how to speak, it can get you a long way. So I wanted to make sure that this particular platform had we were motivating people, and then we were educating people. And then the third thing I wanted to make sure is to bring awareness, is to understand that everybody has a voice, to understand what's going around in the world. I mean, we've been up and down for a whole year. We've been through a whole thing of COVID, and then, it was the whole racial thing, and it's all still going on. I think we settled just maybe 1%. I don't know. I don't know. I'm saying 1%. I'm being nice about it, but we got through it. We're getting through it. And I wanted this platform to be here for people so they know that people are still inspiring their own lives, to bring people on to interview them so you can see that they were still writing books. They were still speaking at engagements. They were still making an impact. They were still making you understand that your gem is value. And we know who that is. So I wanted to make sure, and he's coming on a little bit too. Yeah, I know. I'm bringing some of my experts in a minute here. But I wanted to explain, where the birth of the Diamond Factor Experience show came from. And it wasn't just me saying way at the beginning, like I said, I gave it away, but, I'm vulnerable because I want people to know that, hey, we struggle. I struggle just like everybody else. I never want anybody to say, because that's why I tell people, learn from other people's mistakes. I never want anyone to say, I am doing something because somebody else is doing it. And that was the mistake I made at way at the beginning. And then after I had a look at my PPD, I had to look at my purpose, my passion, my drive. What are you doing, Barbara? What are you always talking about? You're always talking about the value and visibility. If you're going to start a show, it better bring some value and it better bring some visibility, because that's what you talk about. That's what you tell others to look for within them, the uniqueness, to bring it out. So I have to say, after a year, a whole year of being on live, I think now I'm thinking I have not missed, I think maybe through the whole year I might have missed, and I was really trying to miss none. I was really trying to make that. I missed maybe 2 shows. And one was because of internet issues, and the other one because of E360 TV issues, because we're under that network. But besides that, it was either we were on. And I promised myself and I promised everybody that's out there that I was going to be accountable and I was going to show up. And if I didn't show up, I was going to make sure people that were under this particular network that's with me, the experts and the guests that come on, that they were going to show up. And I believe that we all have. And I'm just so proud to just say that it's been a year and I didn't do it by myself. Not at all. So I'm gonna, there's some, I guess some people wishing the Diamond Factor show well. So I want to be sprinkling a little bit here and there, and I'm going to do the first one right now. I'm not going to say the names; you'll see it. So let's have some other people talk about their experience and wishing the Diamond Factor experience show a nice anniversary. Here we go.
Good morning, Diamond Factor Experience audience. What a wonderful day this is. This is an opportunity where we get to celebrate someone who's magnificent and the platform that she has created for so many people. I am Brandy Renee and one of the former experts on the Diamond Factor Experience show. And I am so delighted to celebrate today, to celebrate all that Barbara has done, all of the opportunities that she's given so many experts. It has been an indeed pleasure to have shared the platform with you, to share space with you. I am so grateful with who you are and the woman that you've become. You are such a unique person, and that you are able and have the ability to see giftings in every person that you meet, no matter who they are, no matter what walk of life they come from, and no matter where they've been, you have that unique ability. And I just want to say, just so grateful for you and so thankful for who you are as well. I just can't say it enough. It's not enough words to celebrate who you are. And I just want to say that my time as a part of the Diamond Factor experience, so it was so wonderful. I got an opportunity to share space and just share my heart with people, share just various experiences with people from my life, my background. And I just want to say thank you for that. Thank you for the doors that you opened. Thank you for the gift that you recognized in me. And thank you for being the queen that you are. And I just am so excited about this 1-year anniversary for the Diamond Factor experience. I know that when you began, it was a little bumpy, a little shaky, but you figured it out and you've touched so many people, and your show and all of the experts that are walking alongside you and journeying alongside you have been able to impact the lives of so many people and to really add value to the listener. And so I am so grateful, and I just want to say happy anniversary to you, and I wish you many, many more to come. And I just thank you and I just believe that your platform is going to be explosive and it's going to turn the world upside down. So again, thank you, Barbara, and thank you to all the experts that you get to share the platform with and the virtual space with. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing so much more from you in the future.
Good evening, Barbara Beckley. Congratulations on 1 year for the Diamond Factor Experience show. You are amazing, amazing. You are an absolute diamond. I look forward to seeing what's coming up next for you in 2022. Love you.
Oh my God, I'm going to cry before the show is over with. Woo! Okay. Okay. Well, I got to make sure my sponsors are happy too. So I'm going to bring on one sponsor, and then I'm going to bring on some other wonderful diamonds that I truly love and I appreciate. And those are some of the experts that come on the show. And then, like I said, it takes a team to make an empire. So they are my team, and you will see them in a minute. Yes, the team.
Hey. Good morning.
Happy.
Good morning, Barbara. How are you doing?
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just I don't know. I woke up this morning and I just feel so refreshed. And then I'm sitting by these flowers that I received yesterday for the anniversary. I was like, oh my God, you see these? It's so sweet.
They're gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. I was like, oh, they can't. Oh, okay, now I got to tell you the little story about this. So yesterday I was I was lazy. So I ordered Grubhub for breakfast. And then my doorbell rang, and it was 2 men at the door. Now, usually when people hear 2 men at the door, either it's, oh my God, my fantasy just came true, or it's the police. So it wasn't the police, and it really wasn't my fantasy that really came true, but it was 2 men that one brought flowers, the other one brought food.
I can't beat that.
At the same time. So I was like, okay. So the guy, it was funny, the delivery guy that during the flowers, he's like, well, I'm first here. You first. I was like, who brought me flowers? Oh my God. So then the guy said he left, and the guy with the food, he said, you still want the food? I'm like, yeah, I still want the food.
So you got your heart fed and your tummy fed at the same time.
At the same time. But it was just so weird because they're both standing up there like, I was like, okay.
Which do you want first?
Yeah, which you want first? He said, here are the flowers. You can tell. He said, I'm just the delivery person. I'm the middleman. Here you go. But yeah, it's just nice. Just people, you never know who people that are watching and paying attention, and just after that caring and being so supportive. So I just really was surprised to get the flowers, and hopefully I'm on the right track. Well, I hope, this confirms that I'm sort of on the right track here to making sure that people are getting their visibility, knowing their value, and as Mr. Jim Hunter always says, understanding your sound. So that's what I like to do, and that's why I bring the experts. So I want to talk a little bit because there's some more droplets of other people wanting to wish a happy anniversary, so I'll be playing those throughout. So if you tell me if I say I got to stop for a minute and bring it up, I'll do that, because they were so nice to do the videos because they couldn't be here today. But I want to just really go around and just kind of state. I know a lot of people know you because of your shows, but really I want you to do the introduction, and then just tell a little bit about what brought you to what show that you're doing and how you look at collaboration, because that's the biggest thing that I want to get out of this. People to get out of this whole thing is about how collaboration is the key, and it can, like I said, it can take your business and you can help others build their empires when you come together. So I just want to kind of start off, whoever wants to go first, and go from there.
Ladies first.
That's so
all right.
much.
Let's do Alpha. Yeah, well, here, let. I don't care, whatever. I was going to say alphabetical order, so let's use. Okay, I'll go first. Anyways, what? I'm Barbara Ellison, and what? I was just going to say I'm Barbara Beckley. The BBs.
The BBs.
And it all comes back to that, Barb, you did such a great job of putting this together and then sharing it with the rest of us.
Yeah.
And we just said it the other day on our show of how it was like, Barb said, oh, Barb, do you want to do a happiness show? And I'm like, oh yeah, I would love to. but I won't do it by myself. I don't want to do it by myself. I'm a part of my personality is that I like being part of a team.
Mhm.
And she was like, yeah, no, just this is about you. It's like, yeah, no, Barb, no, I want to be part of a team. And I mean, it's not that I can't do the show by myself. I have, and that's okay, but not as a steady diet. I don't like to do things by myself. And so, but then it was like, I practically had to hog tie her to say, Barb, you're going to be my co-host. And yet now our show has been on over a year.
Wow.
And now and for Barb to be able to expand us into this arena, this is just absolutely amazing. And I am so grateful. And I love doing our show. And, because people deserve to be happy, and that's our mission, to make happiness the norm rather than the exception, because I truly believe that people deserve to lead happy, healthy, financially free, abundant lives. And so that's where Barb and we gel. We have the same mission. I work with people on their health, and Barb works with people on their visibility. How much better can you get than that? And Regina helps us to put it all together. And I love the fact that Barry with his gems, I mean, and yeah, I mean, it's like, oh wow, how gems work in the universe and in the energy. And so, yeah. So Barb, yeah, you've created something great.
Thank you, Miss the BBs. I love to say that now. I even put that on below when we have our show on Tuesday. I say, the time to shine, happiness with the BBs. I don't even put Barbara Ellis anymore. I just think that's so cute. And a lot of people are saying outside, just to let you know, Barbara, like, I like that BB show. What's that BB show? I'm like, trying to shine. They said, no, it's the BBs.
The BBs.
I like the BBs. I like that.
Hey, I'm not going to argue. I'm like, as long as you're watching the show, hey, you can call us the BBs all you want.
And one of my former mentors, that's one of the things that he said. He said, you have to let the people call you as they want to reference you. And he was very adamant sometimes that he said, but that's not the name of the group, or that's not the name of the show. And it was really bothering him. And then finally one day he said, as long as exactly what you just said, he said, as long as people are watching and tuning in, what difference does it make?
Right.
And
as long as they can find you, right?
Value. And it's the value. And that's one of the things that Regina, she's always into my brain. I can channel her through my brain. Barbara, when you put the value there, it doesn't matter, because that's your market dominating position. And that's what people remember.
Awesome, Aurelia. Well, Miss Regina, let's go to you next.
Well, first of all, let me just say how grateful I am to be a part of this. I was starting to consider having a show like this and didn't have a clue where to begin on it when you surfaced in my life, Barb. And made this opportunity possible for me. And so I am forever grateful, and also to Barb Ellison for introducing us. So my name is Regina Partain Bergman, and my specialty is in business coaching. It's profit acceleration and helping people create a business that allows them to exit profitably when they're ready to go on to their next adventure. And so I help business owners understand what it takes to create a profitable business, and one that you're building that value, going back to what Barb said, building that value in the business so that when you are ready to exit, you actually have something to sell. Because 95% of business owners don't have a product to sell when they're ready to quit. When they're ready to go on to something else, they have nothing to sell because they didn't build it properly from the start. So wherever you're at in your business, it's not too late to create that foundation so that when you're ready to go on to your next adventure, you have a profitable exit from what you're currently doing.
Yeah. Well, Gina, you're kind of I won't say a newbie. You've been on for a little while now. You're getting.
Still, I feel like a newbie.
But see, that's again, I just love how you bridged it where, you and Barbara, are friends and business partners. And then Barbara and I, talk, and then she told me about you, and then I met you.
Right.
But I have to give a little caveat to that. I seen you a while ago, and I think I told you about this, and you just popped into Facebook. You were doing a show or something, and you were talking about, just business and money and trying to use strategically and everything. And I said, wait a minute, I need to listen to her, especially when she's talking about money and being strategic. I was like, oh, let me see. And I
love
really
it.
know what you were saying, because you didn't do like some people do when they're talking about money. Like, you got to do this with money. You got to do. I mean, you really seemed like you were just your heart was there. You could just tell that it was a heart thing, and you really cared about where people were going with their finances. And I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about. And I think that resonated with me. And then after a few months passed, and then Barbie and Barbara, and she said, oh, yeah, you got to meet my friend Regina. I was like, wait a minute, that's the same lady. So see how the universe, sometimes it just comes together.
It does.
And it did that with you and I. And I'm just so grateful that, you said, you said yes.
Oh, well, I'm grateful you asked. And what you're talking about there in collaboration is absolutely 100% where I believe we need to be. Together we all rise, right? What is that expression? A rising tide raises all ships.
Yep.
We work together, we support one another, we all rise. Absolutely. And so I love partnering with others and supporting others. And of course, one of my passions, it starts with family and with helping families be stronger and marriages be stronger and creating those positive generational impacts in the family. But then if there's a business owner in that family, if I can help that business owner be more successful, I help that family be more successful. I help those children have a better example of what a positive family is, so they can go out and recreate it themselves when they are ready to do that. And then that successful business helps people in the community, it helps people in the region, and that goes all the way up to the national and international level of impacting our economies. So it's all this one full cycle, flowing all the way through. So I love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's
I
working
love the way
together.
you say it's a ripple.
Oh yeah, the ripple effect. Absolutely. That's it for me, as being a part of the ripple effect that my clients create when they go out and change the world. That to me is the most exciting thing that I can do.
I like that. Well, before we bring on Mr. Jim Hunter, because I know he has a lot to say and I have a lot to say about him, let's hear some more good things. Let's hear some more from other people that couldn't show and want to just wish a happy anniversary.
Congratulations, Barbara Beckley, on your first year anniversary for the Diamond Factor Experience Show. Girl, you are making an impact. You are changing lives. I love it. I love the show, and I love what you're doing. And I love that you had a vision and you made it plain. You made it happen, girlfriend. Keep going. Keep rising. This is Coach Tanya from Then I Rise. Love you.
Happy anniversary. Hey, this is Iqbal Acha, career consultant, leadership coach, and personal branding expert. And I just want to start off by wishing you, Barbara, a hearty congratulations, and all of your experts that have been on this show, past and current, a very happy anniversary. The Diamond Factor show has provided so many different insights and different perspectives on a lot of variety of topics that have been very inspirational, motivational, and really educational for your audience. I'm really fortunate to have been a part of this experience, and I'm really grateful that I had the opportunity to be on this show and connect with so many people and talk to them about leadership and career advice and even personal branding ideas. One of the things that I value most about this show is how open-minded and how open-hearted everyone is. And just the fact that this show has crossed that 12-month barrier goes to show that the value, the insights, the ideas, and the lessons that the experts are sharing are really making a significant difference in impacting positively the lives of your listeners. Again, I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of all the experts that have been on the show. And Barbara, under your leadership and under your magical guise, like the show has done so incredibly well. I couldn't be more prouder of you and the show. So again, just thank you so much for having me. And thank you for the opportunity to just wish you a happy anniversary.
Mr. Iqbal. So,
Awesome.
and Tanya, it's so wonderful just to hear that, because like I said, you feel like you're on the right track there. So, Mr. the Gem Hunter, come on now. Oh my God, I've been knowing this man for so long, so long.
I just had one question. You talk about collaboration. I missed the last team meeting. Are we supposed to say good stuff or bad stuff? I didn't I didn't get that. No, I'm only
Good, bad, and ugly.
bad. Oh, good. I got it. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, great. You guys know how shy I am, so I'm trying to work through this. My name is Barry Mixon, and I am the Gem Hunter. I've been trained as a gemological storyteller. And what I do each week in my show on the Diamond Factor Experience is I take the concepts, the technology, the techniques, the art, science, history, and magic of gemstones and precious jewels and jewelry, and help people use that as a template to begin to discover the value of their own stories. And as a gemologist, I'm fascinated on how everyone has been using the word value, but when you look at what value is, it really started from the history of mankind, really started with gemstones. And there's a reason why I can so easily make that analogy between gemstones and people, and more importantly, gemstones and women. Barbara has a habit of calling women queens and diamonds. Well, when you really understand what a diamond does and the reason why people are moved to diamonds, there is a truth to her calling all the people on the show, especially the women, diamonds. So it's been an amazing 1 year. I'm one of the oldest people here, not just old chronologically, but Barbara and I started from the beginning. Quick story. You guys know I work and live in Europe, mostly in France. I'm sitting on the runway at Charles de Gaulle Airport. The plane was messed up. The door was ready to come off. They had us sitting on the tarmac. I still had my phone on. Ring, ring. It's Barbara. I'm in France. Hey, hi, Barry. Hi. You know how Barbara talks. Hi, Barry. How are you? I'm like, I'm all right. I'm sitting on the tarmac at Charles de Gaulle Airport. Well, Barry, when you get back, you want to do a workshop? And I'm like, yeah, okay. I'm kind of upset about this whole thing. I'm like, yeah, Barbara, we'll talk about when I get back. 11 hours later, I'm sitting on the tarmac now at O'Hare Airport. The pilot says, ladies and gentlemen, just want to thank you and welcome to Chicago O'Hare Airport. The time now is you may turn on your phones, your portable devices at that time. I turn on my phone, it goes through T-Mobile, and then the first thing, ring, ring. I'm looking at it. It's Barbara. Hey, Barbara. Hi, Barry. Did you make up your mind? Do you want to do it? And I'm like, Barbara, I'm still on the runway. I'm in Chicago. I'm on the runway. So that's how we got started. And then you guys know what I've done, Toastmasters. I've won a few championships, went to the World Championship, things like this. When Barbara asked me to do this show, I said, how long do you want me to speak, Barbara? She says, well, about 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, because when you're a Toastmaster, you're trained 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to say each week for 15 to 25 minutes? And one of the things that's so wonderful about the Diamond Factor, Barbara talks about PPD. This is truly the place that you learn your purpose, you learn your passion, you learn your power. And even as someone who obviously I have no problems with speaking, it's been such a wonderful evolution. I talk about gemstones and I have discovered the gemstones inside of me. I've been studying gemology for 18 years and finally I get a chance to talk about all the things that most people don't know about gemstones. You go to a jewelry store, hey ma'am, can I help you? No, and that's all you get. This is tourmaline. So I get to talk about gemstones that people don't talk about, the history, the science, and it all started with this program. So now me saying, Barbara, I don't know what to do for 25 minutes. Now I'm like, girl, I need 2 hours. Now I don't have enough time. There's so much. I mean, so yeah.
You've been like this week. It was so funny. He's like, "Can I get Thursday too?" He on Wednesday. He said, "Can I get Thursday too? I need Thursday, please, please, please." And I said, "First of all, you have to beg like that, and it happened to be open this week."
And this is that. No, wait. To tell the whole story, this is at 3 o'clock in the morning that I'm asking Barbara. This is how hard Barbara worked. I had no problems at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, Barbara, I need Thursday. Are you available? And 5 minutes later, sure. I'm like, that's who Barbara Beckley is. She's a vampire. She's really a vampire. Very good. So yeah, she's a vampire who happens to exist in the day and the night code. So 24 hours customer service is what Barbara does.
I had to stop that.
Amazing. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. This is her.
Barry, just stop that.
This is who she is all the time. I can literally say 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Sometimes Barbara and I are talking at 4 o'clock in the morning. We're like, we gotta go. And Barbara's like, I can go back to bed. Barbara's like, in fact, I'm rolling over. Next thing I hear, bing, the Barbara Beckley Diamond Factor Experience. I'm like, oh my God, Barbara, can you just rest? Jesus, you're making me feel bad, you know? But that's
and
what
even
it
when
is.
we get off the phone, I'm still doing something afterwards to get ready.
Still doing it all the time. Face is done, hair is done, nails. Hi, this is. I'm like, okay. And I don't even have hair, and it's still an effort for me. So there you go. But it's been an amazing journey, Barbara. I personally have gone from teaching here in Chicago. Now my show is literally seen in 4 different continents. I mean, when my show is over, I get phone calls from France, from China, from my friend Saul in Bangladesh. I had to remember where Bangladesh was on the map. I'm like, where is Bangladesh? Are they connected to, what is it? Europe, Africa, and of course, North America. So we've taken something, Barbara has helped me take something that was in my head for all these years, dreams, hopes, and literally speak to the whole entire world. That is what happens when you become a part of the Diamond Factor experience. In fact, I just booked my next flight. I'm going back to France in January. January. Yeah. So there you go. Voila.
And see, now I got to put this all together. So first of all, Barry just mentioned about being global. So, he's not only just global on Wednesdays, but people are starting to watch, the show on the other days that we have. So that just gave me just like this other, like a little kid in the candy store saying, I can say we are a global show. People are watching us in other countries, and again, collaboration coming together, making sure that, we all have something to, that we have that value. We have something that we can put out there and say, look, let's come together and do this. Why we gotta be in our little separate things? I know we all have our own businesses, and I get that. And I tell people, hey, I want you to do your thing, be your entrepreneur. But sometimes when you come together, it just makes it so much easier sometimes than to say, okay, I got to do this all by myself in the corner, And that's when I first started the show. Like I said earlier, before everybody came on, I had to stop myself because first I said, well, why do you want to start a show, Barbara? Because that's the number one thing. What's the why? Yeah. And I admitted the why at that particular time for that 3 minutes. I was saying because everybody else is doing one.
Right.
Wrong answer. And I found that out the hard way. So I was going to start the show in fact, I was going to start the show in June of last year, and I put myself to the side because of that answer that I gave. And then the memory said to myself, well, wait a minute, Barbara, what is your purpose? You're talking about PPD. You're always telling people about their purpose. Man. What is your purpose? What are you trying to do? What do you always tell people? I said, well, I want to help them, with visibility and stuff. And okay. And I want people to know their value. I was just kind of talking to myself like that. They said, okay, so maybe that's the reason why you want the show, not because everybody else is doing it. I said, "Yay, bingo!" So then that birth.
Then I had to browbeat you to stay to become my part. But tell your part of it. that you were gonna let me just kind of like you were just gonna back off.
Well, this is okay. After I started the show, then I started looking for. Well, this was before now, Barbara. This is before I started Diamond Factor. Me and you been over a year together.
Yeah, but with us it was a year in June.
Yeah.
But Barbara, let me give a shameless plug to people who are considering this network. Yes, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people out there, as we know, the internet, YouTube, all these streaming services out there, and people are just talking. People are just talking. As I coach all the time, there's a difference between if you don't know how to tell a story, then you're just talking. All right. And the best thing you can do in your life is learn how to tell a story. A good story is three things: memorable, calls you to action, and makes you want to need to tell a friend. So, ladies and gentlemen, we make money here. I know I certainly do. Okay. It's gone from just, well, me talking about gemstones. Quick story. When I was in France last month, I'm sitting in a cafe. I wanted to do a show in a cafe in France because everyone in America thinks of France and a cafe. So I was doing my show from this place called the La Cronche. And I'm setting up my camera, I'm setting up my laptop, and literally I hear, Monsieur, bonjour, Barry. Bonjour, Mr. Barry. Bonjour, Barry. And I'm thinking, like Barbara said, two men come to the door. Now imagine being a black man in a foreign country and they know your name. I'm like, oh, shucks. But, okay, what have I done? All right. And it was viewers who have been watching my show, and I had did a promotion the day before to say where I was going to be, and they came to meet me at the restaurant in France. Okay. And people literally are saying, can you come here? Can you do this? And of course, they're not doing it for free. They're doing it so the opportunity to be able to tell your story, to collaborate with other people coming together, and then those people actually pay you money. See, I'm from New York. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Okay. So I just want, so those of you who are thinking about this, do it and understand there is a purpose to this. You bring your passion. Okay. And what's the other one? PPD, purpose, passion, and drive. And your drive is, once you start making some money, you're going to start wanting to do some more shows. So I'm just saying.
Well, it opens up opportunities.
Yes. Well, before we talk about that, I got some other people to wish the anniversary because of timing. So here we go.
Okay.
Hey, Laura Armstrong here. I am one of the experts on the Diamond Factor experience with Barbara Beckley on Thursday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern. And I just wanted to wish the Diamond Factor show a very happy first anniversary. It's been an incredible experience being a part of our community, reaching out to the world with our messages as an expert on here. And I just want to thank Barbara Beckley so much for the opportunity to be on her wonderful show. She's so supportive. She's so great. She's there for all of us. And she makes sure that we're getting out to the world. She's on it all the time. It's just been so great for me. It's helped my business so much, getting exposure, being on the show, but not only that, passing on the knowledge that I know to others so that they can ripple it out into the world. And I'm sure all the other experts feel the same way I do. So I just wanted to take a minute and wish you, Barbara, and the Diamond Factor experience a very happy first anniversary. I'm so proud of what we all created this year, and I'm looking forward to where this is going and how much bigger it's going to get. Have the best anniversary ever, and I'll talk to you all soon. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.
Barbara, you are extraordinary. Thank you so much. 1 year on the Diamond Factor. You are amazing. You brought out so many diamonds. And I thank you and congratulations for bringing out the best in everyone. Love you so much. God bless you. 1 year. Congrats.
Congratulations, Barbara, on all of your success and the continued success of the Diamond Factor experience. You and your team have done so much to help so many people already, and you continue to do so. Personally, I am so proud of the work we did together when you allowed me to bring my dreams to life on your show, You're Selling Too Hard. I look forward to working with you again very soon, and I also look forward to seeing what you and your team are going to do next. Do something amazing like you always do. Congratulations, Barbara.
Hey, Barbara, how are you? Happy anniversary. Congratulations and many blessings to you. Barbara showed the Diamond Factor is amazing, has been amazing, and it is my honor to say that not only have I been able to listen to it, to watch it, my honor to know Barbara, my honor to be able to call her a friend, and my honor to say that I have been on the show multiple times. And it is my highest honor to say, you got to get to know her audience. And above that, you need to get to know Barbara. This woman has heart, soul, and everything that you could want, all wrapped up behind a gorgeous face and a beautiful smile. What more could you possibly want? Listen to her show, watch her. The people she has on are beyond amazing. Barbara, congratulations, my friend. Sending you so much love, and I'm so excited for you. Love you.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, it seems like I heard an echo. So our time is near here, but I just wanted to make sure I brought some of the wonderful experts, either on video that they sent to me or right here, my wonderful experts, just to say thank you for being on the path that I've been on for the whole year. And I just still can't believe it. But now that we did the year, now it's going to be so much better the next year. So telling everybody, we're not going nowhere. We are here to stay. So any last thoughts before we close our show, our celebration today for our 1 year anniversary?
I'm just
go ahead, Barb.
No, I went first last time.
I just want to say how honored I feel that you've included me in this platform, Barb, and the opportunity that you've provided. And I am so excited to be a part of this journey with you and to be able to celebrate this anniversary with you. And I'm looking forward to for this relationship to go on for a very long time.
Yes.
I just want to say that the viewers, everyone sees these smiling faces. I just want to let you know that Barbara gives a shirt to each expert that says the beatings will continue until morale improves. So I just want to let you know that the smiling, but it's just like, get the word. But no, seriously, we've all grown. We all have grown. Putting on a show each week is challenging. We know that personal speaking, public speaking is very hard for everybody. We have to come up with new ideas, new concepts. And the power of the Diamond Factor experience is, and I'll put it in terms, it's like facets. The standard round brilliant diamond has 58 facets, and all those facets have to come together in order for the maximizing of the light. Those colors come together because all the facets have to match up in such a way where it can maximize the light and reflect the different colors that we are. That's what, so when I talk about gemstones, I'm literally talking about it and experiencing it for myself. And that is what exactly has happened to me in 1 year being with Barbara Beckley and the Diamond Factor experience. So I thank you. I love you. You have changed my life. Voila.
Thank you. And Barbara, before we close, Barbara Ellis, the other BB.
To be part of the BBs, it has just been an amazing journey of just personal development for myself, of just talking on our show has been so instrumental in getting me clear on who I was, what my purpose is, what I want to do. And between you and Regina, it's been like, oh, wow. And to be part of this same show. But you were the one that gave me the original opportunity. And I'm so, so grateful for it. So can't wait to see what we do this year.
Yes, new year coming, and I'm going to be giving some information out very shortly. There's some new happening that you don't even know, that the experts don't even know what's going on. Yes. So
Yay.
with that,
Excited to hear about that.
That means another, Regina, that means another T-shirt in another one of those meetings. You know, that's all.
Okay.
Well, with that said, thank you so much, experts. You know, thank you for bringing the value, bringing who you are, your uniqueness, and I just really adore you and love you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Barb.
Thank you. And thanks to everybody,
Barb.
guys. You guys are great.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Barbara Beckley and the Diamond Factor, congratulations! How exciting is this? You're celebrating 1 year on the Diamond Factor experience. Wow. I'm Lawana Bradford. I am the principal of the Bradford Group Consulting as well as COO of the Bradford Group. And I am your partner and friend, and I am so excited to be celebrating with you along with so many other people whose lives you've touched. I am so proud of you and the platform that you're building and how it is expanding on a global scale. You are helping to enrich lives both in business and personally, and that is amazing. I want to encourage you to just continue to spread your message of hope, continue to inspire individuals to find their purpose, and most importantly, continue to remind individuals to tap into their divine genius and shine brightly like the diamond that's within each and every one of us. Thank you so much for all you do. I know you're just getting started. The world hasn't seen anything yet. So be blessed. Continue to keep rocking and doing your thing. And as Harlan says, keep on dancing. And as the song says, ain't no stopping you now. You're on the move. Yeah. Bye. I didn't know Lawana could tell the note, so I got to give her some credit there. Well, I just want to say, I want to leave everybody with, again, first of all, thanks to Barry, to Regina, and to Barbara coming on this morning, because I know it was an extra morning for them, because they do come throughout the week, they do their show. But for them to say, you know what, Barbara, we'll show up on Friday too. I just really, I'm so humbled for you doing that. And I just want to let everybody know, I was thinking, I just want to remind people, you might start somewhere in life and you might think that's going to be your whole life. And I was just going back on when I was that little girl that was called ugly, fat, and wouldn't be about anything. And was basically getting those words said to me for 4 years of my childhood life, to the point where I was believing what they were saying to me. And I thought I would never be the person I am today. And I just want to remind people that you might start off in certain levels of your life, the low valleys, but I want you to understand that that's just a part of your life. That's just the strengthening part of your life. And I always tell people those are stepping stones to strength. I look back and I tell myself, wow, I came a long way. Still working, work in progress, we always say, because we always want to get better, because I'm always beating myself up, because I just want to, you know how you are. You just want to just be. You just want to continuously to improve and do different things in life. But the one thing that I don't beat myself up for anymore, and I have confidence now that I can honestly say that I can do what I want to do. I'm intelligent. I believe that I can make a change in this world, and I'm creating an impact in this world. And those voices that were said to me when I was younger has faded away. And now I believe in myself even more. So now I think about that, I want to thank each and every individual child that came to me and said those words. Because you know why? That made me stronger. That made me stronger. That made me fight even more. So when things do come my way, when the earthquakes and the floods and everything come through my life, I know how to handle it much better, maybe than the other person. Sometimes I talk to people, they're like, oh my God, this is going on. I can't deal with this. I don't know. And I just sit back and I tell them, I said, you know what? If you don't have no control over it,
What can you do? And if you have some control over it, then work it out. I always tell people, no one can put you in a state of depression or a state of being upset, because you have to make that decision to feel and act that way. You have to make that decision. And I've learned that throughout the years that I shouldn't have anybody controlling my peace or where I need to go, because I have to make that decision. You have to make that decision, because you have to keep yourself moving forward in what you're trying to do in your goals, in what you're trying to do in your life, in what you're trying to make an impact. Every person on this platform, I know their stories. We heard Barry's, I heard Regina's. We all have our stories, but the stories just make us who we are. They're not who we are, but they just make us to the point of where we are now. So take that and understand that when you're making sure about your purpose in life, make sure that's a decision that you made within you and not so much of people around you. Because when everybody is not around and you're sitting there in your house or wherever you're at, sitting, laying, lying, whatever you're doing, it's only you there is talking to yourself to say, I want to do what I need to do because I believe that I have a gift in this world. So remember that. Now I'm going to leave you with this. Stretch your mind by embracing new perception, new ideas, and new interpretations of ideas. Use this truth daily in order to see things differently. You have heard people say, she made me feel so sad, or I don't know why you always make me feel this way. No other person has the power. No other person has the power to make you feel. This is a choice that you have to make. You were taught by society that other people make you happy or sad or content or whatever. You make these choices. You make these choices. Why are you giving your power away to someone else? Other people do not have the power to make you feel happy, sad, miserable, controlled, unless you give them the power to do so. Today, use your mind to stretch, taking back your power. Stop giving this precious gift that you have in you away to others. Use your power. Everyone has that power. Everybody has that gift. And what I always say, what that gift is in you, that's your foundation in life, is the diamond factor. So with that, I will leave you with, I'm not going to tell you anything else about the new year until next year. So you got to just sit just a little while longer and brew. But I just want to just remind you about that. You have your own power in you, and don't let anybody take that away from you. We will see you. Yes, we will. Next Monday, same time, same station, from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock East Central Time and 9 to 10 Eastern Time. And what I always say, all the other time zones, look it up. On that note, love you. Thank you for celebrating this 1-year anniversary with me and all of the wonderful people that are with me, because I look at them as a team. I don't look at this as Barbara Show. I look at this as a team. Remember, a team, if you come together, you can build your empire and make it great and create an impact. And I will see you on Monday. Have a nice, wonderful weekend. Bye.